Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon for some. My name is Mike Filsaime. I appreciate you making it here today. We like to start right on time and jump right in. I want to thank T. Harvecker for inviting all of his clients and guests in here. And if you can, in the questions slash chat, if you can do me a favor and let me know if you can hear me. I see we have literally doubled the size of the room just in the first 10 seconds, so people are getting in. So while you're getting in, let me just click on the uh, questions here. And I see Matt says loud and clear. If you can do me a favor, put a one in the chat uh, next to uh, next to the city that you're from if I sound good to you, and then we're going to get started right away. So I'm just going to wait until I see some ones in the chat, just making sure. Okay, Madeline Fletcher Stark puts a thumbs up there for us. And there's just a little bit of a delay, so just waiting for a few more of you to just put a one in the chat there if you're hearing us loud and clear. And also, if you're seeing the screen, I believe you should be seeing the screen, and we're going to jump right in. All right. Okay, everybody. I appreciate. Thank you. That would be Vintone Naden. Puts a one there in the chat for us as well. And now they're starting to come in. Great. Now that I know that you can see me, we're going to get started. And since you were invited from T. Harvecker, big author, personal development. Thank you, David Drozd from Canada. Appreciate that. As you in the first minute or two, if you put something in there, I will certainly give you a shout out. I met T. Harvecker at an event. He was one of the best stage salespeople I've ever seen. And then I was fortunate enough to have dinner with him in my early career, sometime around 2006. He's one of the best I've ever seen, a mentor of mine, and I'm a customer of T. Harvecker many times over. And I'm assuming many of you are not only into personal development, but you're into being an entrepreneur. And being an entrepreneur today is nearly impossible without having some type of digital presence. And then we live, obviously, in the world of AI. And with AI, we are hearing that this is the year of agents. We are going to show you how that works in your business. We're going to make a very big, bold promise to you here. Whether you have a team, how you're going to empower them for 10x, or we could go away from the fire your marketing team angle. How about I tell you this? You can build a 7-figure or 8-figure business with just you and these agents that we're going to show you here. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Mike Filsaime. I'm 58 years old, which means that I was here before the internet, which means I had a career before this. I was the general manager of the largest privately held Toyota dealership in the nation and the second largest Hyundai dealership in the country. When I stumbled upon digital marketing, back then we called it internet marketing, I read a sales letter from a gentleman named Frank Kern. If you've heard of Frank, put a one in the chat. And from there, it changed my life. From October to 2002 to it was April of 2004, I was able to quit the car business and go full time online. I had some success relatively quickly, and you may know some of the platforms that we have built in the past. We're not going to be talking about them today, but I'm the co-founder of Groove.cm, and my previous company was Kartra, Webinar Jam, and of course, EverWebinar. I brought the first automated webinar platform to the industry. And today, when you say automated webinar, it's like saying cotton swab. People say Q-tip, or saying gelatin, people say Jello, or saying glass cleaner, people say Windex. When people say I'm going to do an Ever webinar, they're literally using that brand name, even if they're not using that platform. It is the number one platform for automated webinar. I did sell that company about 10 years ago, a few years after we kicked off, but just wanted to let you know that. And also, I was the second marketer to do a $1 million launch way back 20 years ago in January and February of 2006. And I was part of a group known as the Syndicate. We were the pioneers of digital marketing. We took things from our legends and mentors of Dan Kennedy and Gary Halbert, and we brought them to the internet. That would have been me and Frank Kern and John Reese and Ryan Dice and Perry Belcher and Brendan Bouchard and Jeff Walker and another half dozen people that you may know, Rich Sheffrin, Russell Brunson, and we were the pioneers of the internet. And when I say the syndicate, it was an actual secret mastermind that we had where we were sharing stuff with each other, and then brought it out and disseminated those strategies and tactics to folks like you. I was always focused on software. That's why you see Webinar Jam, EverWebinar, Kartra, Groove, and now today I want to show you the thing that we are the most proud of. And I'm going to jump right in, and I'm going to play a video here. And Matt, Matt, my partner, is in here as well, and so he will let me know. He can send me either a text message or you can put it in the chat, Matt, if you hear this audio. If you don't, just say, Mike, we don't hear the audio. All right, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to play a couple of videos for you. Oh, one of the things I wanted to tell you and who I am and why you should listen to me is you might want to join our group. Our new company is called Scale.gg, and it's a combination of all of our different platforms. We have 26 different platforms. You'll see some of those today. And we have about 150,000 people in our Facebook group. So we have a very, very large community that you definitely want to be proud of, part of. We're very proud of it. All right, so we'll close that tab. We're going to close this Mike Filsaime tab so we know where we've been. And we're going to click on this video right here. And Matt will tell me if he hears this video playing on my screen here. So let's check this out.
CEO. Hi, I'm Mike Filsaime,
CEO
and co-founder of Click Campaigns, where we say fire your entire marketing team.
All right, so I'm going to wait for a text from Matt here, and he'll either text me or put something in the chat. And by the way, you guys can put something in the chat if you're hearing that video. I just don't want to play it and take my eyes off the chat if you're not hearing it. I'm going to assume you're hearing it because I'm not hearing from anybody just yet. So I'm assuming that you're all hearing it. So let's start it from the beginning.
Hi, I'm Mike Filsaime, CEO and co-founder of Click Campaigns, where we say fire your entire marketing team, and we mean it. You know, at Groove Digital, we used to have 13 people on our marketing team that was costing us over $100,000 a month. Today, we have one. Believe it or not, I do all the marketing in the company with everything you see here in Click Campaigns. Everything on this page is my team. You know, when generative AI came out, it was all the rage. You had ChatGPT, and then you could make images, and you could make video, voice to text, all these things. It was kind of hard to keep up with. But everybody was really excited, not about prompt engineering. They were excited about what you heard, agents, agentic behavior. And that's what we've done here. With Click Campaigns, you have a campaign manager. His name is Alex, and he works with over 20 other marketing specialists. You simply log in, create your account for free, create a brand base about your business, talk about your colors, and then go through a very simple to use wizard that will help you set up your campaign, then let it do its thing. Now, go get a cup of coffee, come back in about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, and what you'll come back to is seeing a conversation with all of these agents, creating all of your output for you, your brand website, your marketing funnels, your freemium reports, a book, you name it, everything is included. You want email swipes for your affiliates, you need an onboarding sequence, you need launch swipe for whatever you need blogs, anything you need. How about media buying? You need traffic. Well, if this will set up your Facebook ads, your meta ads, your pay-per-click ads, everything. You spend just a few minutes telling it what you want and let your marketing team go to work for you. So instead of paying 20 people like I used to do, you can have a marketing team that costs you nothing, and your first campaign with Click.
All right, so let's show you a demo. I'm gonna show it to you twice. First, I'm gonna show you the quick demo. I want to jump right in. So the second that you're here, you actually see this in action, and then we're gonna slow it down, and we're actually gonna build an actual campaign. Before I do that, I just want to show you one of the most important things that we have with Click Campaigns is there's a few different products that come along with it in the suite. One of the most important ones, even if you don't use it with Click Campaigns, it's something we have called Brand Baser. And I do apologize, I'm a little sick. You know, there's a bug going around. I'm on the tail end of mine. So I have a little sinus, going on, and a little bit of a cough. I'm going to try to do the best I can to just sound radio quality for you. All right. And I see Lorraine said that she's not hearing audio. I'm not sure if that's just you, Lorraine. I do apologize. Check your speakers. Everybody else said they were able to hear. So Brand Baser, what is this? Brand Baser is something you do one time for each one of your brands or products or any campaign funnel that you're doing. It takes about 20 minutes, and it's something you do one time, and then you can feed that context to any LLM that you're using. Obviously with Click Campaigns, but if you're using it with ChatGPT or Claude Cowork or Claude Code or Claude Chat or Google Gemini, anything that needs context, it's going to be something you do one time that's going to allow the AI to know everything about your business. So it writes the copy for you when it does the output, including your brand colors, your brand style guide, your fonts, and everything. And the way that it works, you click create a brand-based document, you give it a name, and then you walk through these 20 questions that we have right here. Okay, and you can click start recording. The beautiful thing about that is you can just put your AirPods on and walk around and answer the question. You take 2 to 3 minutes to answer the question. Sometimes you can answer the question in 10 seconds. And you can do and ah and think and say, oh, and another thing and all that type of stuff. And the beautiful thing is once you're done, we're just going to go back and delete that. Once you're done, you have the ability to click clone with AI enhancements, and it will create another version of this, but it'll rewrite the answers more concisely for an AI automatically for you. And so what does it look like? Let's take a look at the 20 questions that you would do one time, and then this would last you for the next several years. This will make every output you have for AI absolutely flawless and convert great. So the first question is, tell us your story. What was life like before you cracked the code? What were the pain points of that life, right? What was the inciting event? How you stumbled onto that secret that changed your life? What is life like today? Talk about the changes to the quality of your life. Now, what is important about that? And yes, Nachita, we will be sending. I don't know if you're going to be getting the recording. That's up to T Harb if he's going to be mailing for it. But we will have a page that we will give to T Harb. Hopefully, he sends out an email for you guys. Okay, so these first three questions: what was life? Tell your story. What was life like before you cracked the code? What was the inciting event? And what is life like today? That starts your VSLs and your sales letters. What's known as the hero's journey. Then we get into the more meta questions, like what motivated you to start your business? What is the primary goal you have for your brand? What drives your passion for your industry or your niche? What qualities make you a trustworthy and reliable expert in your field? Next question is, what range of products, services, and merchandise do you offer? And what's your pricing? And who's your target market? And then we ask you to describe your target audience in detail with their demographics and psychographics and pain points. And we give you a little pop-up when you're at that point to explain what demographics are and psychographics. It's basically your customer avatar. Generation X, female, 55 years old, technophobe, likes, art, whatever it might be, right? Those types of things. And then we ask I think the most important question here, and you always want to ask this question, okay? Two questions that I like to know in direct response. Number one is, what keeps your customers up at nights? What frustrations, fears, and problems are weighing on them? And then I like to know, what problem do you solve, right? So that question we ask here. The next question is here. How does your company solve these challenges or pain points? Next question. What are the most common objections or concerns your customers raise? How do you address those objections in your marketing materials? What outcomes or benefits can customers anticipate when using your product and engaging with your service? And then we ask you to list your product's features, advantages, and benefits. And then the last B, the FAB framework, is feature, advantage, benefit, and the benefit of the benefit. Many times we talk about the feature of our product. It has benzoyl peroxide. The advantage is it clears your pimples faster. The benefit is you will be pimple free. But what is the benefit of the benefit? Now you can live a life without crater face, and you'll be able to attract the lover that you want. You'll be more confident at work to ask for a raise, right? You always want to talk about the benefit of the benefit. If you're selling something that gives somebody six-pack abs, that's the benefit. What's the benefit of the benefit? Now you can finally take your shirt off at the beach without being embarrassed, right? So we walk you through that. Excuse me, just a couple more questions that you would be asked. Can you identify the top 3 competitors in your market? What is your unique selling position, proposition? What sets you apart from your competitors? And finally, do you have an affiliate program? And once you have that, you have the first element of what you need to create a brand kit. You have a brand knowledge base. So now you would go and click create brand kit, and you would give it the name, and you attach that brand base, that knowledge base that you just did. And now we need to talk about your visual style guide. And we have many different styles for you that you could preview. And everything comes with light mode and dark mode, and this would just be given to an AI. We have for direct response, if you prefer more of a direct response type of look, like a ClickFunnels. And if you were maybe, let's say, in health and wellness, you're like, this is kind of like me, but I'm a little bit different. Great. You just click modify, and then you can change the colors and the typography to be exactly what your brand is. And even if you don't, you can even take a look like this. And if you're like, I don't really know mine, you could just take the URL of your website or your competitor's website and just paste a screenshot or paste a URL like this. And by the time we count down from 7, 6, 5, 4, you'll notice that it's going to scan that website. And by the time we snap our fingers right now, it's going to find all of the colors that are on that website and the fonts and get you the theme automatically for you. So once you have that, you will have what we call a brand kit. And you can see all the styles here. Here's what the typography looks like and your brand knowledge base and a sample of what your websites are going to look like. Once you're done with that, you can export those assets so that you could use them with things like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or Claude. But even better, we integrate it with our product, Click Campaigns. Now, I took a little bit of a detour, an exit, to show you the brand kit. Excuse me, because we don't talk about it very much here. So now this video is going to make a lot more sense when we talk about the brand kit. So I'm going to click on this play button and let you watch this video right here. It's about 10 minutes, and then we will be 28 minutes into this webinar, and you'll know pretty much everything that you need to know about what Click Campaigns is. And then I'm going to slow it down. We're going to actually build an actual campaign together. But I didn't want to make you wait with watching slides for 45 minutes. And at the hour point, you're like, hey, I have to go get my kids. Is there going to be a replay? I wanted to jump right in. So let's see that.
All right, Michael, same here. I'm going to give you everything.
Let me open this up on YouTube.
I'm going to give you everything you need to know in a nutshell how Click Campaigns.
And I want to set that at the
I'm going to give you
proper speed.
everything you need to know in a nutshell how ClickCampaigns.ai works. Now, there's a video.
And we just saw that video, so we're going to skip that.
I did this, but let me focus on just the software for right now. So I'm going to log in to the dashboard. The first thing I want to let you know in the dashboard is that we have access to over 20 different agents. Alex here is the marketing campaign manager. Okay, and I'm going to give you the output here real quick, just so that you could actually see what an actual output looks like when these agents get together. So Alex, this is where he updates you and says, hey, here's what's going on. My name is admin. He would normally call you by your first name, okay? And this is the checklist that starts out in gray, and whatever in progress will be in blue, and when it's done, it's checked off in green. And so these are all the things that we asked to get done. You can actually see them actually talking in a group virtual Slack thread. So these are their conversations that they're working on. You can see how they're collaborating one-on-one with each other, and all of the different assets that you get from your VSL script to your long form sales letter, then actually put onto an actual web page for you, as you see here. And we'll talk about in just a minute how you actually iterate on these different pages. Here's your upsell page, for instance. Very nice, really, really quality design pages, literally better than anything else. This agent had a little bit of humor. He rickrolled this here with the video. Here's a long form sales letter. So this needs a little iteration on the headline there, but you can see the sales letter was put into here as well. Really, really gorgeously designed pages. We have our one-time offer page here that was designed. All right, all based on the context that we given. I'll show you how easy that is as well. It does your full brand website for you, so you can navigate from different places and everything like that. You have your entire brand website, and you have your webinar registration pages, your webinar. It writes your slide deck all the way down to your thank you pages that you see here, just like this. Okay, so now that we understand what the deliverables are, let's go back and actually talk about the agents again. So we have our campaign manager. His name is Alex, and we can see here these are the goals, his background, and experience, his base set of instructions. Basically, he is the project manager. He looks at what you want to do. He decides what agents he needs to hire. He puts together a plan and a roadmap, and then he hires them one at a time and in parallel, and they go to work. The most important agent that we have, and by the way, we have agents for everything. That do your funnels, your video marketing, your website design. He consults with these agents to make the plan. Then other agents actually go and do the work. So we have designers, Facebook ad specialists, people that write your books, your reports, everything. But the most important one here is Ryan, the direct response copywriter. Yeah, I styled him to look after Ryan Dice, but he's really legendary copywriter John Carlton. You can see here, this is the background experience. Cut my teeth writing for the legendary direct response firms of the pre-digital era. Over 18 years, uh, writing copy that's generated almost $500 million, et cetera, et cetera. Now you notice they don't have a lot of actual instructions. And the reason why is when you actually look at the different tasks that need to get done, what we have here, when we start with the campaign wizard, is we have funnels and tasks. Now we have 23 different types of funnels. It's every single type of funnel that you could possibly want, from a product launch to an automated webinar, live webinar, a tripwire, a 30-day challenge, you name it, right? High ticket, etc. But we also have different tasks once you choose your funnel. So let's just say we want to choose a product launch. These are all the pages here. Let's get to the landing page because we're going to use a webinar registration page, no downsell for this example. You can see it's telling us in our stack here what we've got. And now that we've chosen that, we can say, okay, now I've got to build what I need that goes with that. But while we're there, let's build the 4 pages of a brand website. Let's build a VSL and long form sales letter. Let's do some email. We need a launch sequence. 7 is good. We need the same for our affiliates. We click save. And let's also have him write a slide deck. Okay. And now you can see everything here has been built up. All right. And bear with me just a second. I'm going to actually show you what these actual skills look like. Okay. What I just did is,
And this is real time, Mike, here. I'm pausing this because I don't make it too clear here in the video. What you're seeing now is not something that comes with the software. I just went into our source code in our database and I exported the actual skills just so that I could actually show you what is actually going on behind the scenes. So for the next part where you see this is just me showing you the set of instructions that are behind the scenes. I hope that makes more sense. So let's watch.
I opened up my Obsidian application because I exported all of these skills. So what I want you to see is that if we go into the funnels and I click on the funnel checklist, and by the way, here's the agents, right? And here's these are every single agent that we have, and this is all of their top level brain. But then they need instructions. So when they go to a funnel, what I want to let you know, if we look at the landing page of a product launch, it's going to be different than the landing page of a shock and awe launch. So if we click on it, for instance, you're going to see we have 2.5 pages, and we have transposed these. They're not GPTs, they're not instructions. They're actually using the latest agentic solution called skills. So this is an actual skill file that gets better output. And you can see it tells it exactly how to build the page, what needs to be on it, what order it needs to be on, and then it gives it a sample set of instructions how these pages need to look. And now this is very different than, for instance, if we went to a book funnel and looked at a landing page there. So we have over 700 different set of skills that are written to do every specific funnel that you want and task that you want. So if we look at the task checklist here, you'll also notice, for instance, the VSL skill here is the following, right? And it's the VSL skill. And then we've got even some more things behind it, like some more GPT style stuff and like how to write it. But like that's why we're getting better output probably than any agency you could hire on the market that would charge you $8,000 to do what you can do for 70 cents here. All right. So now we understand that these set of instructions are all built in here. All right. All we would do is we would click save and continue. Next, we have to choose our brand kit. You do this once, you basically create a brand kit. If you haven't done that, here's how it works. If you're working for clients, we have over 60 pre-made brand kits for every single thing that you can imagine. There's over 60 local businesses that are here. If you don't see it here, you can just make your own. And Brand Baser will allow you to create a knowledge-based document. We ask you 20 questions.
And I just went over the brand based part, so I'm just going to skip that part right there for you.
The cheap way to do it is like this, but I already have a brand kit. So I'm just going to attach this. The next question is for your funnels, we recommend you don't use your brand kit. You can put hints of your brand kit, but we recommend you use what we call the traditional ClickFunnels style pages for funnels. If you're pink like Mary Kay, your funnels are not going to look good in pink. We want to use traditional templates that you would get from like ClickFunnels or something like that. So once we have that, we click next, we give it a name, affiliate pages launch, right? And this is the most important thing right here is your campaign goals and instructions. Now, you don't need to attach a context document because we already gave it a brand kit. But here you would say something like, This is a Black Friday sale going to my best customers, give them 20% off the normal price, et cetera, et cetera. But like a lot of context would go here. You have every different language that you could possibly need. You can even put custom. And we have Caveman, Dothraki, and Klingon because you never know. There's every tone. So if you're more like Alex Ramosi or maybe Alex Becker, you want to be edgy. And we have different reading levels. Leave it on default. Our prompts are pretty good. They're actually best in the industry. Now, this is what I call the Rich Sheffrin setting. Rich wanted the ability to go in and actually add some things to our prompts. So what we have here is, for instance, you can see additional instructions that you might want to give for these things. The most important one is the upsell page because it doesn't know what you're upselling, right? So it's not in your brand document. So you would attach a file and give upsell instructions here. But we also have the ability for you to add instructions and append to our instructions or override our instructions for that page. And for super users, you have to contact us. You could actually see our actual instructions as well to see if you want to override them. All right. But let's just say we made a little change to the upsell page. You would see it's telling us that we have one thing changed here. Everything else is just going to use the instructions. We click on review, make sure everything is good. We click create campaign. And now basically what happens is Alex is going to go to work. This takes the longest time. This takes about 90 seconds. And what he's doing is he's looking at everything that you want to do, looking at all the sets of skills, the agents, everything, and he's putting together a marketing strategy. And then this is just going to go, once this one is done, it goes ting, 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 ting. These all turn green. I'm going to go back. I'm going to cancel this one. I'm going to go to the workspace and delete this one right here. Let's delete the draft. So here it is. You get this campaign dashboard when it's done that shows you everything that you need to know about it. You can get all of your assets here. And again, if you actually want to see what they actually did, you go into the collaboration workspace and you see the conversations that they had with each other in the virtual Slack group. When it's done, you can even come in here and say, hey, Alex, I forgot to tell you, I do want to downsell after all. Or you could tell him you weren't happy with a certain page to go back and redo it. You could attach context, and you can have this conversation with him while it's going on. Again, the other agents were talking simultaneously here, and you can see the group chat with them going side by side. And of course, all of your assets can be downloaded here like this, and you can look at them individually. Now, the most important thing I want to let you know here, I'm going to open up pagebuilder.gg. I'm just going to go into a project. We've created the ability for you to just talk to the canvas and build websites. But the most cool feature we have is this clone a page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go here. I'm going to look at this page right here. And let's say you wanted to say, yeah, I like this page. What do? You click the publish button, you click copy. Now this page is only good for 30 days. It's normally meant for you to give to your designer for handoff, like if he wants to use Figma, Webflow, go high level, ClickFunnels, and rebuild it. But who would want to do that when you can just click copy, use our other app that will be included with Click Campaigns called Page Builder. You simply put the URL in here, click clone website. We'll go over this in training. Right now, I'm just going to go through the quick settings here. We're going to add it as a new page. I'm just going to call it app demo. We're going to click clone website. We're going to count down from 15, and we'll start now. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
Excuse me.
7, 6. And there you go. In 15 seconds, just like that or less, it actually clone the entire page. Now I can simply click right here and say, make this button blue, make it bounce or whatever, or I can do the old school thing and open up the style editor here. And I can, change the text size and different things like that. It's absolutely phenomenal what we do. We handle all the publishing and everything for you. So guys, that is Click Campaigns in a nutshell. I hope you like it. I hope you can see why this thing is going to sell like crazy. Thanks.
Okay, very good. Let's close that tab. And I hope you like that, because what we are doing is we're giving you not only the team, but we're giving you the tools that if you're an entrepreneur, this can really help 10x your productivity for your current team. And if you're a solopreneur, which I assume many of you are, this is something that you probably always wanted, because you talk about your brand for about 20 minutes, and then after that, it'll just completely build everything for you. So that was a demo. What I'm going to do is we're going to build one right now, and I'm going to show you in real time how to build one, and we're going to watch the assets being created, and then I'm going to show you some other things as well. So we're 30 minutes in, and you'll already see the power of this. Now, I do want to let you know, I'm going to let you know how you can buy this in just a minute. But if you're wondering what it costs to get started today, the cost to get started is just for your first 6 months is as low as $279. All right. So now you already know the price. So if you're the type of person that's like, just give me the price, I got to go, I'm not interested. I did that because I want the people that stay on from this point, that are the most dedicated people to themselves, their business, their family, and what they wake up every single day to do. And my job is to show you, bar none, that we've created the most powerful tools that work with your favorite CRM. Whether you're using ClickFunnels or Go High Level, or you don't have a CRM, no problem. We include all of those different tools for you. So this isn't going to tell you to go replace anything. This makes what you currently have better. And if you don't have anything, we have every single thing that you need to run your business, including allowing you a powerful email platform with our partners over at Tiny Email, where you can send up to 15,000 emails a month absolutely free. And if you need to send up to 200,000 emails a month, with our partnership, they normally charge $450 a month for that. We get it to you for just 15 bucks a month, and you're grandfathered in for that. All right. So let's focus on the AI powered marketing suite that we have here for you. So you'll notice when we click create campaign, we have two ways to do it. My favorite way is the campaign wizard. The other way that you could do it is what we call with the AI companion chat or the AI marketing strategist, right? And so the way this works, if you're familiar with Claude Cowork, it's very similar. We have Claude Claude Code or Claude Agents SDK. So it's basically Claude Code working in the background for you. It is really, really smart. It produces really good quality results. It's also a little bit token heavy, and it's a little bit slow. But what's good about the AI marketing strategist is when you click on it and you click to add a brand kit, you can go with a full campaign or a quick task. And the beautiful thing is, Alex here is a strategist. He will ask you questions to help you build your campaign. I think this is really, really good for newbies. If you're not sure what the right type of funnel is, once he starts getting context, he starts actually suggesting, oh, we should do it this way. And you definitely want to add an upsell and a downsell. And will you be having a high ticket offer, et cetera, et cetera. But if you know a little bit about marketing, great. You can go with what we have here with our campaign wizard, which about 80% of our customers do, because you have a menu here. It's like going to Cracker Barrel and deciding what you want, okay? And so the first thing you do is you choose the funnel. And as we said before, there's 23 different types of funnels. There's a discovery call, product launch, you have the book funnel, the tripwire, an automated or live webinar, you have your 30-day challenge, your book funnel, and the quiz funnel. And by the way, we even have a full-blown quiz funnel software for you called quizfunnels.gg. We have a lot of different software for you, and we will not have the time to go over all of these these products that you get included today. I want to focus on the AI ones, but we do have everything you'll need to run your business. All right, so like we did in that demo, let's go with the product launch, and we'll just select these pages. And by the way, if you don't see the page you want, you just click custom and describe the page that you want. The AI is very intelligent and will understand, especially with all the context. Step two, you have to choose the tasks. Now, I want to let you know before we do that as well, we have an integration with John Benson. He's the creator of the VSL, and he has a software called Benson at bnsn.ai. Our users also get a discount for it. He has an AI software that actually writes VSLs. Our software will do it, but if you have a subscription with this and you want to connect it, you just go into the settings and you go to integrations and you connect with John Benson. You just click login, and then you'll have the choice to use. It's actually not live. It's literally waiting to get pushed. I worked on it last night and I knew we had a T. Harv Eker webinar, so I didn't want to push anything in case it breaks. But after the webinar today, I'm going to be pushing where you get the choice to use our guy, Ryan, or John Benson. Ours is going to be a little bit slower today because I have John Benson turned on my account. So it's automatically going to use John Benson to create our VSLs. But so you'll notice here, when we click on VSL, we can do a short, medium, or long. And since this is a demo, I'm going to do a short one. All right. And it tells you like the number of words. And you can pretty much see this is about between like 5 and 7 minutes. This is about between 10 and 12. And this is a 20 to 30-minute VSL right here. So I'm going to click save. And you see it says John Benson will write your VSL. And we could also do a long form sales letter. And again, since John Benson's going to do that, we have to send it over to his API, and it's a little bit slower. I'm going to do concise. And there's an argument to be made which one is better. I do have a lot of respect for John Benson. I would assume it's better. We haven't tested, but I can tell you outside the gate, our VSL with just, Ryan, who's sampled after John Carlton, and Ryan Dice, I really, really love those VSLs. We're using them in our business, and it's just absolutely crushing it. So I'm going to click the save button here. Now you can see we have these two here. We can do YouTube ad scripts as well. We can do, let me shut that off. We can do explainer videos, get the scripts for that. And then you just dump that into different software. And I'll show you like Notebook LM, which is included in most of your subscriptions, and it creates really good explainer videos for you. Let me show you that right now. So you would basically take these scripts, and I'm going to show you another one with Gamma, and you would just literally paste it in here like this, and you would get something that looks like this.
Okay, so let's talk about what's happening in marketing right now, because it's a huge shift. We're entering what's being called the orchestration era, and it's all
Right? So,
fueled by
so
AI.
your videos, we write the scripts, and there's software out there that in many cases don't even need a subscription that will build these things for you. I'm going to show you a great Gamma workflow in just a minute. So we're going to click save, and let's say we need some email for this. We can write a welcome series, right? We can do our launch sequence because we're doing a product launch, and yes, I'll need 7 of those. And for my affiliates, I also need as well. Let's do 7 of those. So it's going to do my entire affiliate swipe pack for me as well. So let's click save. And then finally, this one here, I think is one of the most powerful, your webinar events. Now, if you want to do a live webinar, we asked you how long you want. And again, since this is for a demo, I'm going to do 30 minutes. Otherwise, it's like watching paint dry. We just got to wait too long for this stuff to get done. You kind of get the point. And what I recommend you do, very important, you make sure that you also, not just with the PowerPoint or the HTML, and I'm just going to say give us the HTML version that'll play in the web. You can say, give me the outline, the speaker notes that go in the slides. In fact, give you the exact slide verbiage that you would say on the slide. So we'll literally say, hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to the webinar. We're going to get started right on time. And I want to start out with you with my big bold prompt. Like it'll tell you exactly what to say on every slide. But what's really cool about this, and I'm going to add another thing that you will see here later today, there's going to be something that'll say um, export for Gamma. And once you click on that, you can literally just take these 3 things, and I'm going to show you what you can do with that over to Gamma. So this will, in fact, let me do that right now. I'm just going to log into my Gamma account, and you'll see that we have your, right here was a presentation that we did. I simply took all of my, all of the outline that we got from Click Campaigns, and I just pasted it in and chose a theme, and it created this webinar slides deck for me, basically for the campaign that we're just about to build for a product we have called Affiliate Pages. And it built this beautiful webinar just instantly for me. You can see it here, right? Before you dive in, close your Facebook. Is this for you? Why listen to me? It talks about who I am. This is my story, right? I was in the car business, right? The email that changed my life. You see what it's doing, right? Remember I said the hero's journey, and it builds this for you. Now, the nice thing is, I'm going to show you another one here. This is how Gamma works right now. They have what they call their traditional keynote style, where every single presentation has like a title and bullet points and things like that. Well, they just added a new thing here called, let me just create like a quick one right here. I'm going to click create new, and we're just going to paste in some text. Let's see if it lets me get away with this. And you'll see down here, they have this new thing called, from instead of classic, you click on studio. And what this does, instead of every slide being an actual slide, it creates an image. So you can't go and edit it when it's done. You basically have to like say, hey, can you change this? And it creates a new Nana Banano image using Google Gemini Image 1. And let me show you the differences between those 2 types of presentations. And again, you'll get this export automatically. You just paste it in with with click campaigns, you just paste the output and you would get this. So the traditional one I just showed you will look something like this. Let's go through the first like 7 slides. They look like this, very traditional. You've seen this before. The concepts don't really get out. It's more text driven and just some type of AI or open source, unsplash image on the side, right? Like, what does this really mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's not driving the point home. It's very text heavy. So if we look at what the new one does, and I highly recommend that you try out this new studio version. What this does is it takes every slide and turns it into a concept. See what I mean? Like, this isn't something that you would be able to do with because these images don't exist out on the internet. So it's creating a conceptual slide for you to do the same identical presentation. It creates the bar graphs based on the context that we give in the outputs for click campaigns, right? This is how I'm going to be doing all of my slides from now on, especially when I want to do any type of keynote or education if I'm going out. And by the way, the reason why these slides are this color is because that's the theme that I took. I wanted it to look like Anthropic. So let's get back to click campaigns again. So now you have the output. Just click these 3 things, and you're going to get output that I'll show you in a minute that you just take over to Gamma or Notebook LM, and it'll create slide presentations and videos for you. So we're going to click Save, and now we're going to click Continue and walk through the wizard. So we basically told it everything that we want. I explained to you how the brand kits work, and you can browse your brand kits that you have over at Brand Base Brand Baser, right? You can find all your brand kits there. And here you just click on affiliate pages. That's my particular brand kit. And by the way, folks, you're going to see the colors are going to look like this. If you want to know why, when I went to affiliate pages, when I was doing the demo for the first time, I just took a screenshot of this section right here. And so when you look at the website and it looks with these colors, you may say, oh, I don't like the design choice that it did. Just understand that's because of the design colors that we have here for this particular brand kit. Yours would look identical. Now, here, as we said before, we strongly recommend for your funnels, you just choose pure direct response and don't put your brand colors in, or you could add your hints of brand colors. We're going to go to the next step. We're going to give it a name. I'm going to call this affiliate pages for T. Harv Eker demo. We're going to go to the next step. And here, this is your meeting with your team that you would have with them on Zoom, right? Hey, everybody, I want to get a meeting with you all Thursday at 11 a.m. and you would say, what are we doing? Well, we're doing something like this. I want to do a 4th of July sale for July 4th. Therefore, I want the theme to be on independence. And we can have hooks like be independent with your life, with your finances, all those different types of things, financial freedom. And I want to give the users 20% off on the first year. And I want to make sure that our checkout pages and upsell pages have countdown timers. All right. So just like that, whatever context you give, you're steering it in the way that you want this to work. If it was a Black Friday sale or a holiday sale for Christmas or New Year's, or start the new year fresh, whatever it may be, this will help with the context, right? This is the same thing you would tell your team, right? So as we said before, you have additional settings here. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to go to one of our other products called Click Coach, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. I can simply copy all of this information here, and for my upsell, I can just say, hey, I want to create an upsell page for the following product that I'm going to give you information on. It normally sells for $497 a year. I want to give 40% off the first year. So make the first year $297. And then after that, it would be $497 each year. Here's context for that upsell. Right? And I just paste that in, right? And again, it'd be much easier to just attach a brand base document and answer the 20 questions, but I'm going to show you another way that you can do it if you just wanted to move quicker. So you click save, and now you can see that this particular, out of all of these different things that we're generating, VSLs, everything, we have one of the 7 has special instructions. Isn't that gorgeous? So we're going to click next. Right? This is our review. Is everything good? You know what? I'm going to shut the copywriter, John Benson, off right here. And so now we're using Ryan. Excuse me. And I just asked it to add that feature, and I forgot that we had it already. So I'm just going to take a little screenshot and tell the AI developer later when we get back that we actually have that feature. All right. So now I'm going to click Create Campaign and watch what happens. Okay. This is going to take about 30 seconds. Thank you. My wife just gave me a cough drop lozenge. And over the next 30 seconds, what Alex is doing is it's actually looking at everything that you want. And it's hiring some of the other agents to create a strategy guide. And he's going to create a strategy guide and a plan. And then he goes off and hires the agents that actually build it. You see, out of the 22 marketing specialist agents that we have, some are strategy agents and some are implementers. So you can see he hired the funnel marketing expert who actually won't go to work here. And Devin and Jordan, these are specialists that actually he consulted with. And then he hired these people that are actually going to go and write and create your assets. So here we are in the group channel, and you can see he hired, look what it says here. T. Harvecker demo campaign, and Ryan says, I'm on it. I'm going to go complete this VSL. Now over here, Alex will keep me up to date, and every time there's something new, he'll give me some information here. Just letting you know, Ryan has finished the VSL. That means we have the asset already done right here. I'll show you what that looks like. And if we click on checklist, you can see that we are 44 seconds in and the VSL is already done. And now he's designing the VSL page, Cassidy is, based on that information. And so how many assets do we need to do here? There's 26 different assets that are probably going to be done in the next 7 to 14 minutes. And we could actually look at them in real time. Now, by the way, here's them communicating in a virtual Slack environment. And I want to show you something that we're adding as well. We have the ability for you to use integrations for external chatbots. And you can see I'm already connected. That's why they're all gray. You have Slack, Telegram, Discord, WhatsApp, GitHub, and Microsoft Teams, where you can talk to those agents or Alex actually just like this and say, hey, Alex, would you do this? And you can do that on your phone and update stuff as well. So this is some really powerful stuff. So let's see what has been created so far. We have the VSL script, a VSL page, and we've done review on the VSL page. And now the long form sales letter is being written. So let's take a look. The very first thing is the campaign plan. This is what took the first 2 minutes to get started. He has this plan, and then Alex goes out and he's managing all of these agents right now in a virtual Slack group or an actual Slack group for you. Okay, and all of this will create these assets here, and we already have 5 of these assets created already. And let's take a look at some of them. So this is the VSL script. All right. And this is for a product that is actually included in this suite. We won't have time to go over it today. It's called Affiliate Pages. And what it does is you upload YouTube URLs and keyword research and URLs of other people's reviews, and it creates a knowledge base and instantly spits out a review page for you for WordPress or blog base or group blog. It's really, really interesting. But let's take a look at like the VSL. So this would be me recording this or just taking this script and putting it right into 11 Labs. And by the way, we do that. I very rarely do a read anymore. Most of our VSLs are created with AI. It's just easier and it converts just as good. So I'm going to go into performance mode to show you the quality of this VSL promoting this product here that you do get when you purchase today called Affiliate Pages. Okay. And so let's take a look. I'm going to go into character right now. Imagine for a second walking down your driveway on a Tuesday afternoon. The sun is out. You don't have a boss breathing down your neck. You haven't checked a clock all day. You open your mailbox and inside you find this. And then it tells you like basically what the images needs to say to zoom in on the camera. All right. I call this mailbox money. It's the kind of money that arrives whether you work that day or not. It's the kind of money that comes from what I call virtual vending machines. that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Now, I know what you're thinking, Mike, that sounds like a dream, but I don't know my own product. I don't have a massive following, and I definitely don't know how to code something complex. Good, because you don't need any of that. Okay, do you see how it wrote that? I'm out of character now. I'm back to Mike Filsaime doing the webinar presentation. Because I gave it a brand-based document, it knows everything about my product. It creates these VSLs for you. And then when it's done, it loves to rickroll us with these videos. Once you would take that video and take it over to HeyGen or 11 Labs or something like that to create your video, and then put that with Notebook LM and Gamma, literally these things that create your presentations for you, you now have the ability to get a page that looks just like this. Here's your VSL page. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, isn't this absolutely gorgeous? Look, it wrote all of the copy, and it'll even help us create this video right here. Now, you're probably asking, hey, does this work with ClickFunnels and Wix and Squarespace and Go High Level and Webflow or anything else that I'm using? Yeah, you just click Export to Page Builder and you go click New Page and you copy these things into the page and it's done. But we've got one even better for you. We have the ability for you to click Publish, and we give you an actual link that is going to be good for the next 30 days. And now you cannot use this, right? Because these buttons, they don't link to anything, right? And let's say you had a webinar registration page. Where is it actually going to go, right? Having a page that looks good would have been me failing you. My team, me and Matt, my partner Matt, we would have failed you if we did this. This is what I would have called a magic show. It looks good, but what are you going to do with it? You got to go, like, you don't want to go have to rebuild it. So what we did is we have another platform. Now, by the way, we won't have time. You see 26 different apps will get unlocked for you. Click Campaigns, Page Builder, mystore.gg. This is a really cool e-commerce store that replaces Shopify. We have Creator Studio, does all your images and your video for you. Blogbaser, courses.gg. This is our competitor to School. And School is $99 a month per community. We give you unlimited communities with unlimited courses with unlimited attendees and no platform fee with your plan here today. And we have Local Spark, which if you have a local business or clients that do local businesses, will help you rank #1 overnight with Google My Business. And a couple of other things here. Again, we have so many different things. I will not have the time to go over almost any of them for you today. But what I do want to show you is Page Builder. And the way Page Builder works, if you're familiar with new platforms like Lovable, where you just type and say what you want, you can simply let me just change this color theme here. I was doing a demo that we have different color themes here, and let's go to the light mode version of that. It's just a little bit more pleasant on the eyes. So the way this works, of course, we have all different types of templates and blocks for you. What's really cool is the way ours works is anything you put on the canvas, because you have the ability to add a context document here, right? You just upload your brand document. And you can bring your themes over. Everything you put on the canvas, it writes instead of lorem ipsum. It absolutely writes everything for you. There's actually nothing like this. But here's the most important thing that I wanted to show you. What you can actually do is you see all your pages here. You just click clone a page. Now you can clone any single page that exists on the internet. I'll give you an example. This is my new page here, mikefilsaime.com. This page we created with Click Campaigns. I'm just going to click here and I'm going to tell it to clone this entire page right here. And I'm just going to call it MFCom so I can type it quick. And this takes about 15 seconds. You saw me do that before. So we're just going to wait this out. And if I start counting down from 10 right about now, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully snap my fingers right about now like this. And there we go. And look at this, folks. What this means is not only can we import anything on the internet, you also may have missed during the clone page section, you have the ability to keep the copy, but use your theme, or you can have it use your theme and also rewrite the copy based on your brand document. So let's say you're doing an AI summit or a podcast, and you're like, oh my goodness, look at the way Marie Forleo's page looks for her AI summit. I wish I could do something like that. And you go high level, and you just can't get it done. Well, what if you were able to just put that URL in and copy the page and then say, yes, replace the images because you don't want to take their images. And you can always come in and change the images out. We have, an entire image library for you here where you can use stock images, you can upload. We have the ability for you to prompt images with AI, very simple. So you could um, pull in their structure and then change the typography to look like yours. And you could change the fonts to look like yours and the colors to look like yours. But in this example that we were doing right here, I want to actually copy this exact page that we just got from ClickCampaign. So I'm going to click right here. We got to wait another 15 seconds. But since this is my page, I want to keep all the original images. And we're going to add it as a new page. We're going to call it T as in the Harv Becker. Like that. Did I spell that right? T Harv EKER. Shame on me. Okay, EKER. All right. So now, again, if we count down from 15 seconds, what's going to happen is any asset that I create in ClickCampaigns, I can bring over into Page Builder. And all the other assets, and we'll just take a look at them right here, you can just download the asset by itself. Like, for instance, if it was this, I can just copy this information here, or I can just click download all of the assets. I think this is a download all, right? So I can just download everything. But let's see if that page is done. This is the first time that the page, maybe because I left the builder. Let me just, we actually do have this little feature here. Bear with me just a second. That's the first time that ever happened, and I'm not sure why. Let me just pull it in another page. Let's just see what happened. It might be because I might need to stay on the canvas while we're doing that. So let's just go find another HTML page. Let's try this one here. We'll publish, click copy. And if that does happen, you just, click create, just click clone page again. Let's see. We will put our link here, clone this exact site, make sure I'm doing everything proper here. We're going to give it a name, THE. That's the for Harvecker, KR, like that. So let's clone this website. I'm going to stay on this page here, make sure I don't break anything. And yeah, and once the page is on there, we give you the ability. I'm not even going to click around right here until that's done. I'm not sure why that got a little bit finicky, and should be another 5 to 7 seconds here now. There we go. All right, and we can click on mobile, tablet, view, etc. You can see everything is perfect. We can actually look at this page. And you see it brought the page over perfectly. So I'm not sure what happened. AI is a little finicky sometimes. And remember, you can come in here. If you want to change this button color, you can simply change the size, the background of the button right here. You can change the text size like this. I don't like to mess with it too much because it pretty much comes in perfect. Like that, those designers do a really good job. And you also have the ability to say things like, make this button bounce on hover, or replace this image, or whatever. And then you come into here, you have the ability to connect your domain. You're familiar with all that, right? We make it really easy. So imagine now, anything you want, you can just type instead of having to even drag anything ever onto the canvas. So that is pagebuilder.gg. And now let's go back. And by the way, that's included. Let's go back right here and see where we're at. So Alex gave me 9 additional updates. The checklist out of the 26, we're done. Folks, 11 minutes and 22 seconds. It created the entire campaign at the cost of about 70 cents. Now, we give you about $25 to $50 worth of credits. Some AIs are a little bit more expensive, right? And, so they use more credits, right? But this one costs about 70 cents to do this entire campaign. So that means you can do 30 of those before you have to buy new credits. And you just go in and you fill it with, $10 or something like that. And that'll last you another, few months. You know the way AI works, right? It's credits, right? But we include credits for you. And then in the following year, we re-up your credits every single month for you. Okay, so let's take a look at the assets here. We have a long form sales letter. Um, this is a long form sales letter page. So the sales letter was actually put onto the actual page for us, like this. Okay, or I think that was just called a sales page. Now, Ryan sometimes critiques the copy and then it goes back for a second pass. These are your slides. Okay, so we can deliver it in a PowerPoint for you, or we can deliver it for you just like this. I recommend that you don't use either. I recommend that you actually take the outline, and let me see if I went past that. You literally take the webinar outline script and everything here, and let's actually just do that. I'm going to take all of this information, right? 26 slides, and I'm going to go to Gamma, and I'm going to show you how this works. So we're going to click on Create New, paste in text, just like this, and I'm going to say, I'm going to say summarize, generate from notes or outline. I think that's what we want, because this is basically an outline. We're going to go to the prompt editor, and I'm going to create two of them. Okay, we are going to choose the theme, and let's do, I just want to show you how the themes work here. Let's do something a little bit lighter. We'll do a light theme here, like this here, okay? Because that's kind of like the brand colors. We'll keep everything on brand. We're going to click select theme. So this is a light mode. And I'm going to do the traditional classic here, like this. And I want it in the 16:9. And let's click generate. And I'm going to, while that's generating, I'm going to do the same thing again. I want to show you how we could now paste that text in again, do the same thing, generate the notes from the outline that we got from Click Campaigns. And we are going to choose that same theme again. I think it was this one. And I'm going to click select theme. And this time I'm going to switch the format. Let's make sure we're on 16:9. And I'm going to go with the studio version and click generate. Now, we'll do that here, just like that. Now, this is the first version that it's creating, and we're seeing it actually build everything out here for us, right? Isn't this great? Like, remember how difficult it used to be able to, and look, it even says the things like that I went over for you here. Where was it? Like, well, I can't click on it because it keeps going to the next page. Let's look at, so this is the traditional way with text. Let's look at the image generation version and see how that's coming out. So it's literally building out these as we go. So this is going to take a little bit longer because the prompts are going in. And once the first one comes in, the next one will come in like seconds after. And let's click on the original one here. We're already on slide 9. This is really incredible. Like the ability to, and then I would just come out and swap my pictures with these different things here. Let's see how this one's coming out. I just want to, it looks like this image is just about to, oh, here we go. They're starting to pop in right now. Right? So you have your choice, which one you think is better. So we'll click present. I happen to like these with the images, right? The virtual vending machine strategy, how to generate passive mailbox money, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I want to let you know something else. Guys, this is absolutely gorgeous, right? Absolutely gorgeous how you can do your presentations now. So you have a choice. You can do HTML with us. You can do PowerPoint, Keynote, Google Slides. We work on all of them here. But my workflow is the one I want to teach you, and that's just to use Gamma, right? Okay, so I'm going to close this. I think you kind of get it. This one over here as well. I want to show you another little tip that you might want to know. They came out with something. Let me just open up this over here. I'm going to open up YouTube and another canvas here. And I'm just going to type in Canva layers. And now I'm going to pull this over for you. I don't know if you know this, but just last week, like 2 weeks ago, Canva came out with something called layers. And what that means is the biggest problem with like using an image from Nano Banana, there's always something not perfect. What if you can literally just take any image?
Once the image is added to the canvas, look at
You click on this little thing over here called Magic Layers. right here. And what Canva will do is it will take about 30 seconds and scan back and forth and then turn everything into a layer that you can move and drag around and swap out and change the text. So let's
The
take a
left
look.
side panel. Under Magic Studio, you'll see the option called Magic Layers. Click on it, and Canva will start analyzing the image. After a few seconds, Canva automatically separates the different elements inside the design. Now you'll notice that the design has been converted into multiple layers. This means you can edit the text, remove objects.
Okay, folks, so the workflows are becoming flawless. So even if you were to have Gamma create those images for you, but it's like it didn't put the image of Mike Filsaime, no problem. You drag it into here, do a scan, delete that, and then drag your image of you into there. All right. So I just wanted to show you that, like, as you can see, that's not really Jatandra, right? And the other image wasn't really Mike Filsaime, right? So this is an image. How would I edit it? Well, that's how you would do it. All right. So, all right. So now we are 1 hour and 6 minutes in. I want to show you how you can get access to Click Campaigns, what the price is, and then I'm going to spend about maybe another 25 minutes showing you some of the bonuses that you get, but you could learn more about them as well over at Click Campaigns. I really want to respect your time today. So if you go to this URL right here, Click Campaigns clickcampaigns.ai, it's not .com, clickcampaigns.ai/checkout, you can get started today for just $149 a month. Now, we have two other specials for you. Oh, by the way, one of the other videos I wanted to show you today, this is really important. This is Donnie French. He's the chief copy officer over at a company called Performance Golf. I believe they do about $150 million a year or so. And he's the chief copy officer, and he is like a legend, like literally one of the best living copywriters out there, untouchable. And I've been trying to get him on AI for years. Finally, I got him to look at Click Campaigns. This was an unsolicited video he sent me after he played with it.
Mike Filsaime. As you can see, I am looking like a.
Let's go here.
As you can see, I am looking like a dog, and there's a reason why. You have inspired me and my lead copywriter, Ben Marcoux, to just push our limits and create things that we thought were never part of our future. We never thought was possible. Like, look, I don't want to seem like I'm overhyping, because every time I send a video to somebody, if they use it for like a testimonial or to show it to someone, I'm just way too hypey. So let me try to bring the hype down. I'm so grateful for the time you spent with us, because you just unlocked, using your tool to build pages, you just unlocked for us the potential of multiple millions of dollars in revenue because of the speed, efficiency, accuracy, and insanely strong like e-commerce tactics that this tool has built in at a click of a button. I have never been like, this is making me like a warrior with pages. I am so grateful. We have gone from idea to a fully designed page in less than 90 minutes, zero design skills, zero code skills, zero confidence to do anything that has to do with design whatsoever. And we are building pages that are better than the highest paid designers we've ever had in the performance golf ecosystem. And that's with all due respect to designers, because I am number one, like, love designers. I love dev people, especially when they can do things that I dream up in my mind and they bring it to life better than I can think. I love them. If designers and if dev teams adopt your tool, they are going to supercharge every single thing they're doing. And people, first of all, they won't believe you. Second of all, they'll think there's an issue. Third of all, they'll say, it can't connect. All of objections have been smashed, including all my objections. And you know, I'm a total pessimist when it comes to this. You've built something that is going to change the game for millions of marketers all around the world. And I will just give you a quick sneak peek. I don't even know how to flip my camera on this mode, so I'm just going to turn it around old school. Boom. This page is being designed in real time, our supplement page. It's absolutely insane how the functionality is already working. And this is just minutes working with this. So Mike, love you. Thank you so much.
All right, so that's Donnie French. If you know, you know. I mean, he's a legend, and he's impressed, loves our software, using all of the strategies and tactics that come along with it. So now the pricing, normally $149 a month, and here's the special that we're giving for you today. We have two of them, by the way. You can get started today with this webinar only, and hopefully T-Harv will mail the replay. I don't know, and I can't guarantee that. I swear to you, I'm not saying that. We are going to provide them with a replay page. That will be up to them. So if that email doesn't come out, and then you won't be able to get back to here. So make sure to at least bookmark this page right here, clickcampaigns.ai/checkout. At least put that into your browser, okay? And that's going to give you an opportunity to save 72% off the first year because it's normally $149 a month, okay? And at $497, that saves you $1,291 for the first year. I recommend this option. Jump in with both feet, pay $497. You're going to get all 22 different tools that we have in our suite for you that are included. Now, if the $497 is a bit much for you, you can take a more expensive option that's less expensive today, a little bit more affordable today. It's a little more expensive in the long run, but believe it or not, over 50% of the people actually choose this option. They just want to jump in, and they say 6 months is a long time before you have to start paying the $149 a month. All right, so you could save 34% on the $149 a month plan, and you pay just $297 for the first 6 months, and then after the 6 month and month 7, you start paying $149 a month. So your choice. When you go to clickcampaigns.ai/checkout, you will see an option that says you have a groove.cm account or you don't. Basically, all we're basically telling you is that if you have a groove.cm account, when you get to the checkout, simply use the same email address right here that you have with your Groove account, because we link it and we sync it with your old legacy Groove account. It's really not even necessary, so don't even stress it. So here's your option. The best value, $497 for the first year, and then in year 2, $149 a month, and we re-up your credits. You'll pretty much never run out of AI credits. Then you can decide if you also want a different plan. You could choose the $149 a month, go in right now, or you can go with $297 for the first 6 months and then $149 after. The way you choose that is you choose that right here at checkout. And these are all of the things that you're going to be getting. If you want to learn more about all of these things, you can just go to clickcampaigns.ai and click on bonuses, and you'll actually see, I believe, a full webinar showing you like everything that you get here. I believe, let me see, this says part 1. This is supposed to be the part 2. I think we have webinar part 2, yeah. So this is what I don't want to do for you today. I want to respect your time, because if you really want to see about all of these bonuses here, watch this on YouTube. For some reason, you don't have the scrub bar, or it's hard to see. But yeah, this has all of the different products that we have here. But the quick way to look at it is just click right here and watch the demo. We have Blog Baser, Creator Studio, Imager, Brand Baser, Chat Baser, Courses.gg, which is like school, Doc Signer, Video Player.gg, Quiz Funnels, Funnel Mapper. Man, I wish I had the time to go over all of these with you. All of these different things, a tool that finds your leads for you automatically, with part of your credits that we give you, your calendar. We have a full CRM called Pipe Leads, an invoice software, a project management tool, the affiliate pages software. There's a lot of different stuff that you get with this. If I can just show you some of them just real quick. And again, you go to clickcampaigns.ai/checkout. I'm going to do something else that's a little crazy. I'm going to give you my cell phone number. If you have any problems paying, or you need any help, or you just want to say hi, please just shoot me a text. Now, that phone number is not for phone calls. I don't take phone calls with anybody unless I schedule it. And so if you needed to talk to me, you would just shoot me a text and say, hey, why you need to talk to me. And if there's a significant enough reason why you and I should get on a call, of course, I'd be happy to do that. But most cases, you just want to say hi, and you have a question that we didn't answer on the webinar, or you can't pay until next Wednesday, or you want to break this up on $200 on PayPal and $300 on another credit card, and you need some help, I'm actually going to give you my personal cell phone number, and that's at 516-315-5835. And also, if you want to become an affiliate for this, you see the URL here. You could go to scale. Actually, you can go. I should change this. You'd want to go to clickcampaigns.ai/JV, and you could become an affiliate as well, and probably end up making much more money. If you have any type of influence, with your list, you'll end up making much more money than it'll cost you to use this. Again, you'll go to clickcampaigns.ai/checkout. Now, some of the other cool tools that we have here are tools like I showed you. Page Builder, Blog Baser is really cool. Why? Because what this tool does, and I can see I left it on auto posting, so it's actually going out and imported some of our blogs from WordPress and other blogs. But we have this AI writer, and what this will do is you build up sources like YouTube videos and websites and topics, and you can paste, and then it'll automatically auto post for you and create the blog content. So no more writing blogs. You then go to auto post and you click manage, and we have two different versions. The evergreen version, basically it will take this campaign that you have right here and automatically post it for you like this. You'll say, when do you want these things to post and what time of day? But we've added a new feature. I don't even think my partner Matt knows this. It's called the news feature. And the news feature, you put in a keyword, and every single day or whatever, it'll automatically go up and it will find, like, let's say you want news on Claude Code and OpenAI and ChatGPT, and you want like an AI tech blog. You could say every day, go out, find the latest news, and then create a news roundup type of blog post for you. So really, really cool stuff. We also have the affiliate writer. So this is where your affiliate pages lives, and it builds beautiful. Let me see if I can actually find like an example of that. Yeah, because I don't even know if I'm in the right blog here. Let me see. Switch blog. I think it was this one. Let's see, GHL. Okay, yeah. So it'll create review sites for you automatically that will rank in the search engine, so you can compare yourself against your competitors, and you can choose who gets the 10-star, who gets the 8-star, etc. Really, really cool stuff. It does all the work for you. And we also have this writing style guide. You simply upload your information that you've written in the past, and it will create a writing style. So it'll write your blog post actually in your style. So that's Blog Baser. Again, we have full demos on that. The other one that I might want to show you is Chat Baser. Chat Baser is a nice software that does two things. It creates your chatbot, and you could create unlimited chatbots that you would put like on a website that go in the bottom corner. Let me see here. I think we have it at Click Campaigns. Let me see. Like this. Okay, so those chatbots, they cost like $99 a month. We have one fully baked in for you with all analytics. You train it on your data sources. You can test it in the playground. But what's even better than that is we give you this help center where you combine all of your chatbots, and it's basically like giving a chat GPT to your users where they can talk, and they can still click submit a ticket and go to your old school help desk. We also even provide you with in all of these different tools here, we provide you with a help desk, right? So you have this nice help desk platform called HD Help Desk, which will run your entire help desk. We also have this thing called Creator Studio, and Creator Studio allows you to create UGC content. You choose your person, then you describe where you want them to be, maybe in a home office or in a kitchen, and you say, what are they going to be holding? You can skip that step. And what they end up including is you'll get things that look like, let's see, like this, right? So this was just an example I did last week. I just found a pen on the internet, and I said, make the woman hold this pen and say, I love Click Campaigns.
Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know I'm using this Click Campaigns AI pen, and it's fabulous.
And we have the ability for you to create thumbnails. You simply come in here and you upload a YouTube URL, and it will actually, let me just go here to Thumbnail Studio. You have a thumbnail generator, a thumbnail optimizer, and one of my favorite tools in here is our tool. Oh, by the way, you can do infographics, mind maps, process maps. My favorite tool is this a separate application just for images called Imager. And you can see we use this thing like crazy in our business. Like I literally use this to remove the background, for my office so that I could use it like this, and I can literally just put my camera on and make it look like I'm in my actual resource. We use it for our YouTube podcast called Wicked Smart Podcast that we do with Rich Sheffrin, Donnie French, Todd Brown, myself, and John Benson. We are using this all over the place. You can do image to image edit. You can do text to image. Of course, we have text art. We have all these different styles that you can transpose. We have ideogram, different types of styles as well. We have one of my favorite things here is the multi-image style transfer. So you can upload multiple images and just keep adding images and say, take the person from image 1, put them with the person from image 2, put them in the location of image 3, holding the product in image 4 with the style of image 5. That's called style transfer. And that's like things like this, like take the dog in image 2 and replace the lamp in image 1. Take the woman in image 2, replace the man, that type of stuff. So you can do all this type of stuff. But my favorite stuff is actually this stuff right here, where we have, number one, we have a YouTube thumbnail cloner, where you could take any one of these thumbnails and then replace your face and text. And you can even see this one right here, right? Right here, I just wanted to swap Matt's face. So if we go back and we look at our gallery here, and we scroll down a little bit, you're going to notice last week I was doing a demo, and we're going to find an image of Matt right here. Literally, you see it replaced Matt, my partner, and we put your text here for the theme of this campaign, fire your marketing team. And how we do that, folks, how we get these pictures is we have this feature here for you called Studio and Headshots. So what you do is you don't even have to shower. Trust me, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. What you do is you just get a head and shoulder shot, then one from the waist up, and then a full body. And make sure you're smiling so the AI learns your teeth. And you upload those images here. And once you do that, in fact, when we did it with Matt, he was like, no, let me get a haircut first. And I'm wearing cargo pants and a polo shirt. And I said, Matt, don't worry. I'm going to show you how this works. We're going to create 25 professional LinkedIn style photos for you and 25 YouTube thumbnails for you. And I did it like live right there. And what we ended up coming up with was this. You click on your headshots, and now I have mine, we have Sonia, and here's Matt. And simply by uploading those pictures, we were able to get all of these different types of pictures for Matt. And this is like, come on, absolutely gorgeous. But like, these are more professional photos. Like, how do you get those zany ones that you use for YouTube? No problem. We created them for you already. You just click on YouTube thumbnail expressions, and then you get your classic YouTube thumbnail expressions like these, right? I'm just going to click the arrows, right? And it'll even tell you like, what type these are. This is, like, I forget, the duck lips, right? Excited, huh? So this is like confused. All these different ones you can transpose on. So we have, folks, we have every tool that you would need to run your business. And we also work with your favorite CRM. I wish I had time to show you everything. As we said, courses.gg, this is our competitor to school. We have you covered, everything that you can imagine. There's just too much to cover. So we're going to wrap up the webinar now. And you simply go to Click Campaigns. Yes, folks, we have training videos for all of this stuff on our YouTube channel, scale.gg official on YouTube. We do trainings constantly, 2 to 3 trainings a week, because we have so many products at such an affordable price. We have thousands of customers, literally like 50,000 customers. Everybody that sees this buys it. I will literally say this. I'm going to call you out unless it's your budget. Unless it's your budget. If you're serious about marketing and you've been struggling and an opportunity comes along just like this, then and you're not buying it, then unsubscribe, never join one of my webinars, and unsubscribe from T. Harv Eker, because what is the excuse for you to say you're struggling and you can't make it? Now, if you have financial problems, I certainly get it. And that's why I give my phone number here, 516-315-5835. I'm going to be dedicated to making sure you're successful. All you need to do is say, you know what? Mike and his team has made this affordable for me. for just $297, I can get started for 6 months. It comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. I'm going to dare you not to buy this. I literally am. This is my job, is to help you in your journey. And if I am not a strong mentor to tell you to, hey, it's time to, you know what, or get off the pot, I'm going to tell you what were you even doing on this webinar for 90 minutes if you see an opportunity like this at an affordable price, and we have over 50,000 users on the platform paying for our software, and you pass up on it. Other than saying, I don't have the money right now, and Mike, if maybe you can help me in a week or two, or can I split the payments? I get it. But if you're doing well, you can say, hey, Mike, don't put that pressure on me. I'm doing well. I don't need your software. What I'm saying is, if you've been struggling and you're saying to yourself, I know the opportunity is going to come along where something is going to click, right? Let me tell you a little bit of a story. There's this guy, it's a little joke, and all of his neighbors say, hey, we need to get out of here. There's going to be a big flood. And he says, no, I'm going to stay right here. God will save me. And they leave. And then all of a sudden the flood comes, and the people come over in a car and they say, hey, do you want to get with us? You're already 3 feet deep in your house. And he says, no. I have my trust in God. God is going to save me. And then he has to move to the second floor. And then they come over with a boat, and they literally take a boat to a second floor window. And they say, Bob, please get out. This is going to be your last chance. We need to save you. And he says, no, God is going to save me. And then he doesn't get in the boat. So finally he's on the roof, and they send a helicopter, and they put a ladder down, and a person risks their life and comes down and puts their hand down and says, Bob, please, this is your final chance. Can you please let us help you? And he says, no, I have my faith in God. God will not let me perish. I have my faith in God. And sure enough, he doesn't take it, and he passes away, and he drowns. He gets up to heaven, and he sees God, and he says, God, I put all my faith in you. Why did you let me down? And God says, Bob, I sent you your friends to warn you. I sent you a car. I sent you a boat. I sent you a helicopter. At a certain point, you have to see the opportunities when they come. It is your job to take advantage of them. So when you go to clickcampaigns.ai/checkout, or you can text me and say, hey, Mike, let me wait. Can you get me the replay? I need to show this to my spouse or partner. I get it. But if you got the money in your PayPal account, just simply go to clickcampaigns.ai/checkout. Couldn't have made it any easier for you. Click on I'm new right here, and then just go down and choose your price point. I recommend the $497 or the $297. And you get everything here, and you get instant fulfillment, and you are literally about I would say 3 minutes from being able to see a dashboard that unlocks all of this as we wrap up this webinar for you right now, ladies and gentlemen. So if that is it, I'm going to basically wrap up this webinar showing you this slide right here. clickcampaigns.ai/checkout. You have everything that you need to make this informed decision. We look forward to seeing you as customers, and I want to thank you for joining us on this webinar. My name is Mike Filsaime. Make sure to go to clickcampaigns.ai and click on the bonuses tab if you want to learn more about all of the other products as well. Again, clickcampaigns.ai/checkout. You can write my phone number down if you want to send me a text, and I will leave the webinar right here at the 30-minute mark. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.